Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you for inviting me to your church, Wall Harvest Kingdom Church. I'm here to discuss a program, a proposal that we're trying to do for 2014-2015 school year. In lieu of the events that has been happening across the nation, that has happened within Portsmouth. So I'm going to talk to you today about a big brother, big sister proposal that we're trying to do. There's a lot of big brothers, big sister programs out there, but we want one that's settled right inside the school. Because there's a lot of bullying going on, and we know that that's a large part of the incidents that are going on in Portsmouth and in other areas of the country. And every time it happens, most they'll say their kids, they'll get over it, it builds character, it makes them stronger, then they can deal with it themselves, when in reality, it breaks us and rips us apart bit by bit. Now, why should people give into the bullies? Why do we have to let them hurt and harass us physically and emotionally? It is because we're different, because we're not normal. What makes us different with the rest of them? What is normal? Well, according to the recent studies, 20% of kids have been bullied. Some of you have been bullied in your younger years. I myself have been bullied. And 15% of the students report not showing up for school out of fear of being bullied while there. While over 10% of these kids believe the only way to get away from the harassment is to change schools where they can start all over again. But why should these kids be the ones changing when bullies roam free all over the place? That's where big brother, big sister comes into play. We want them to, we want bullies and those who are being bullied to feel comfortable to be in the same setting. So we want, you all to participate in that program, Big Brothers, Big Sisters, because you all will be very influential to them. You can come out and you'll meet with them maybe at least 2 to 3 times a month. That's what we're proposing. We're also proposing that they do activities together with you all. There is not set in stone, like I said. It's a proposal that we're going to send to the school board to see if we can get funding for this activity. I think it would be very beneficial for the students, and I think it will bring down our numbers of the percentage of those being bullied and those who are bullying the students. That is, in a nutshell, our program. Is there any questions that you may have?
What do you need to be a part of the Big Brothers and Sisters program?
What do you need? You just need a valid driver's license, no record, no felony records, anything of that nature. You really don't need just to be you, be yourself. Any other questions?
What do the big and littles do together?
Oh, good. The big and little people, what they do together, we go on outings. Like I said, we're going to try to propose some money so that we can all get on the bus. Nobody has to drive. We all get on the school bus. We'll go to like the zoo. We'll go to the aquarium. Things like that, because I know in Portsmouth, a lot of kids don't get outside of Portsmouth. And we want to give them an experience. And maybe that's why some of them act the way they do, because they don't have an experience outside of Portsmouth. They only have an experience within their own community. Any other questions?
Yes. How often will we meet?
Like I stated before, we would probably meet like three times a month. And if you want to get to know them a little bit more and be more intimate with them, then you can go ahead and you can find out from the school where I work at and find out what times they are available, like during encore time, their recess, whatever, and you can sit down and talk to them, ask them how their day is going if you have that time during the day. Because normally it'll be like Saturday afternoon,
Okay.
Yes.
My question was, what type of outings will there be? I know you mentioned the zoo.
Yes.
Or other activities.
Well, we'll probably do, while in the building, we'll probably do like some ping pong. We'll learn how to play games, you know, Trouble and Life, things that they have to compete against. They can compete with the board games and not compete with each other, you know, and then learn how to be a loser, how to be a winner. And when they are a loser, they're not, you know, well, you lost and da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, we want them to have a better communication line because they don't have a communication line. Any other questions?
So will we be able to get volunteer credits for this?
Yes, yes. You'll be able to get those, and then usually at the end of the year, we have a volunteer banquet, and everybody who's volunteered in all types of programs, they all come together and they have an award ceremony for those.
You said that we're gonna meet twice a week, but then you have to reference that on Saturday?
No, they're all on Saturdays. All those times are on Saturdays, but if you have extra time during the week, you can meet with that child, that individual, and so you can learn a little bit more about them, about their home life, about their community, and then they can learn about you also.
Will this be for the entire school or specific grade?
Well, we're going to try to make it, right now we want to start in 3 through 6 because we find that that's mainly the biggest problem is 3 through 6. And if we need, we will take it from K through 2. You know, and it's only for those who, because a lot of people don't like K, you know, are not comfortable with dealing with the little people. So we would have to really look and see who would really volunteer to work with those little people.
Are we the only church in this immediate area that you have already spoken with? Just wanting to get the basis of, you know, if we would have this whole area that surrounds here, the neighborhood areas to participate,
Right.
or will we be in competition with other places, you know?
Right.
Because we want it to be a benefit also to the people in the community for, you know,
Right.
this area in this church.
Right. For right now, we have just you and another church that would go ahead and partner up to help those students because we have at least, our role is at 500.
Okay.
So I mean, we're not servicing every student, but there's a big pocket of students that we really do need to focus in on. So we will partner up with another church in the community. Yes.
Would you be interested in using seniors, because I know that they have to do volunteer hours for their diploma or something like that? And so would this program be able to be used for them also, so that they will be able to get that credit?
Right, get college credits and things
Right.
like that. It would be good for their college application. And we didn't, we thought about that. We would just have to get a time that would, because we would like for them to come right from school and come right into the, to the school. So when it's time for dismissal, they're right there with them, they can talk with them and things like that. So we have looked at using the seniors. We're not sure what school we would use. More than likely, we would use those from Churchland High, maybe Wilson. We will touch on those 2 high schools to come in and see if the bus will take them from their high school to Barton Elementary. Well, I thank you for your time and listening and being, and truly and honestly being involved and wanting to be involved in our Big Brother, Big Sister program. I will get in touch with you all in August because we're going to send out the proposal next month after all of our SOLs are done, and we should hear something by July. And then in August, I'll come back to you all and see who is willing to volunteer, and then set a schedule. And I have all those things. Thank you so much.
Thank you.